So, good morning, dear students. I hope you all are doing well. So, this is the Indian Express newspaper, and today's date is 8 October 2025. So, I'm going to read all the important headlines of this newspaper, and this session is mainly for the UPSC students and all students who is preparing for any government exams. So, keep watching. And if anyone want PDF of this lecture, then please comment down. I will definitely provide them PDF also. So keep watching and keep subscribing. And reading newspaper is one of the best habit. Any student can easily adapt it or make it is a habit. Okay, so I make it as regular habit. So this is the Indian Express newspaper and this is the first slide. If anyone want detailed explanation of the slide, then please go to the second page of this newspaper where you get the detailed explanation of this first slide. Okay, so I'm going to read all the important headlines, and if anyone want detailed line by line explanation, then please read by own self. Okay, so let's begin. Moscow format consultation of Afghanistan. Okay, India sides with Taliban, Pakistan, and China, stems Trump bid to take over Bagram base. Okay, give health cover to all, reservation, pension, SC amicus on cadets disabled in training. Capture 22-year-old from Gujarat fighting for Russia, says Ukraine army released video. Confusion over Bihar's final voter list, says Supreme Court asks Election Commission to clarify. 15 killed in Himachal, I think okay, due to bus accident, I think. Okay. Sue thrown at CGI, BR Gawai, lawyer, unapologetic, police question YouTuber. At TN unit behind MP cough syrup death, telltale sign of negligence. Agri Institute seeks 1.63 crore from IS for overstay in Bangalore. Told their dress against culture. Rishikesh girls stand up when pageant and hearts. So this is the second slide, and this is the detailed explanation of the first slide. So read it in detail. Okay. I don't want to make this session too much long, so everyone can easily able to watch it. So read it. Okay. Reserves order on Kohli plea challenging conviction. There is nothing. Top court questions Nitahari evidence. Okay. Supreme Court to hear plea on lifting stay on ban today. Blanket ban on green crackers has failed. Government set to tell Supreme Court. Okay. Delay led to loss of hundreds of crore. LG orders probe. LG ahead of G20 Pragati Maidan tunnel caused national embarrassment. So these are the MIG type. I think these are all rifles, and these are the variants of MIG 21. Okay, so these are the names. I think the founder of this type of missiles is DRDO in India. The question of the day is that who is the president of, I think, who is the vice president of India and who is the head of DRDO? Okay, fueling the future, India's bold push for indigenous jet and helicopter engines. IAF pushes for indigenous modernization amid growing regional threats. Indian Air Force Guardian on the Indian sky. This is about the city. Leader of gang that carried out thefts in cities. Nepal national accused of doctor's murder gunned down. Best October air since 2022 as rain clashes capital again. So this is about Delhi and how heavy rains impact the area. Okay. Recruits from Nepal, fake IDs, how Bhim Joda ran criminal network for over a decade. Air to road impact felt, 15 flights diverted, traffic snarls ensue. Made me feel like I don't belong here. Meghalaya woman says she was subjected to racist comment. Water crisis at Vasant Kunj, upscale shopping center as police stop private tanker. So this is about the government and politics. Bihar poll, pot boils, opposition and NDA get to work. We already know about the EVM, okay, and the election which is nearly held in Bihar. So this is about that. And if there is any type of a scam or anything, these all things are done here. So this is mainly about the Bihar poll. BJP identifies 12,000 weak poll booths most in Simachal. 1,200 CAF companies likely to be deployed. After snubs Oveshi, RJD will pay for arrogance. Attack on CGI. Bihar Congress chief breakdown says pain belong to all Dalits. H1B, it's about H1B visa and the fines that is implemented by the US government. So H1B move could be a win as more talent might return to India. British PM can stammer with his business delegation before departing for India from Heathrow Airport. Fintech, trade and defense on table as stammer begins today, visit today. So this is about the PM, Keir Starmer, and they are saying that they came, means he came to India for 2 day visit, and the British PM visit to India focused on economic engagement with India and successful free trade agreement. And this is the main motto, where the India and UK strong trade ties. Okay, this is the line written here. And the extremely vocal and critical about tariff mobility of Indian professionals. So this is the line why they came to India. Okay. Constitution rule book serve as framework for discourse. Vice President. Military hardware worth rupees 1.20 lakh crore procured from domestic sources in 24-25, says Rajnath. Operation Sindoor, signing example of cohesion among armed forces, says IF chief. Before quitting, IIM Raipur director told government concerns about autonomy. Okay, I remember some word through autonomy, and the no, word is that attorney. Can anyone tell me who is the attorney director of India? And tell me the meaning of attorney. If in the two questions, I will answer you one question in this session, and I will answer the first question. The meaning of attorney means the highest chief of law, okay, or law officer of India. The highest ranking law officer of India is known as attorney. Okay, so name, can you please tell me the name? Okay, Haryana IPS officer suits self at his Chandigarh home. Rohtak SP, hours before IPS officer died, his aide held on beriberi charges. Day after move attack, Mamta meets injured MP as BJP seeks NIA probe. Probe blames big backpack for June 9 death, debate around bags in Mumbai locals. So finally, we are at the editorial page, and I think the session will just end in 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So just wait and read it in detail. So let's read the word of the day and the thought of the day. What we know is a drop. What we don't know is an ocean. Isaac Newton. And this is the one of the best line of the day, that if we or you don't know anything, then it's like a very big mistake or very big blunder, that I don't know. It's like a big ocean that I don't know what will happen. This is these type of circumstances will arise. These things will arise. These all things came in mind. But when we know about something, it's like a drop, single drop from a ocean. This is the main point by Isaac Newton, that when we know anything, then we realize, and that how that thing is not much relevant. But if we don't know anything, then we realize that is most or more important. Okay, so this is the main idea. And I heard a line by Zakir Hussain, uh, not Zakir Hussain. I think some Instagram poetry. I read it from some Instagram page, where I heard that जब तक जब तुम बड़े हो जाओगे तब तुम सोचोगे कि मुझे ये चाहिए, तुम्हें वो चाहिए, या फिर आज जिस जगह पे हो तुम वो सोचते हो कि मुझे ये चाहिए, मीन्स तुम्हें कपड़ा चाहिए, तुम्हें शर्ट चाहिए। जब तुम्हें वो 2 दिन बाद वो शर्ट मिल जाएगी तो तुम्हारे माइंड में वो ख्याल आएगा कि वो चीज तुम्हारे लिए उतनी इम्पोर्टेंट थी नहीं, दैट थिंग इज नॉट मच रेलेवेंट फॉर यू, बट उसकी एक टाइम पे बहुत तलब थी। जब वो मिल जाएगी तो फिर लगेगा नहीं मुझे वो कार चाहिए थी, वो मिल जाएगी तो फिर मुझे वो उतना भी रिलेवेंट नहीं थी। सो दिस इज द थिंग दैट व्हेन वी हैव समथिंग वी जस्ट डिनाई इट। ओके, हम लोग इग्नोर करते हैं दैट थिंग्स, एंड थ्रू दैट इग्नोरेंस वी फॉरगेट कि हमें खुश कब होना है, हमें हंसना कब है, हमें एंजॉय करना कब है। और द सेम वे, द कंटिन्यूअस वे, the life goes on and the age just get passed. So try to enjoy everything. Okay, so come on to the topic. So this is the main article of the topic. So before reading it, just read the first topic. The assault chorus of condemnation of attack on CGI is welcome. It will ring louder if it's also read as a criticism of intolerance. The attack on the CGI of India by a lawyer. I think name will given here, okay? Because I forget in tomorrow yesterday's newspaper. I already read the name. So the lawyer attack with their shoe on CGI on Monday. So the Institute of Judiciary targeted what they targeted, refusing to entertain people interest litigation seeking judicial intervention of for reconstruction of the ideal of Lord Vishnu. Okay, so according to the lawyer, that the CGI will hurt Hindu sentiments, that's why he uses his shoes to criticize their words, and they start hurting the CGI by attacking with their stool. This is the main idea. Okay, so what's written here another way? So on Monday, attempt attack has been also uncommon and welcome. And PM Modi taking the lead. The PM said that attack had angered every Indian and that there is no place for such reprehensible act. Please remember the words reprehensible. Okay, सच अजीब सा एक खराब हरकत उसको यहाँ पे बोला गया है, reprehensible act in our society. PM Modi's word and those of others belonging to ruling establishment of opposition, where it was more attack. So incident was more than attack on one individual, it was act of disrespect toward the institution of judiciary, the constitution it uphold, and the rule of law. Implicit and also explicit outrage this is being expressed, giving it as undeniable edge is the fact that CGI is also a Dalit, where CGI Gawai has not shout draw attention to himself dignity. Okay, where CGI Gawai says the signaled businesses, okay, business as usual, political parties and leaders are right mindful and protective of powerful symbolism of his presence and the apex of judicial system. So this journey of individual from India being marginalized, overcome incredible odds, and Monday attack must be looked at, condemned from both ends. It is unacceptable that a CGI, this is a case of the Dalit, should be targeted. So CGI insulted Hinduism. This is the main thing that is written here, and due to that insult, the lawyer uses shoes to attack the CGI, and CGI BR Gawai is from Dalit culture. So using this type of thing can create casteism or discrimination in the society. So these are one of the worst act that is done by the lawyer, because through this act it shows that they just want to make the judiciary, they just want to make the judiciary and the society just want to make it discriminate. Okay, so this is the main idea which is written here. So what's the last line? The PM strong, the PM timely, strong and much needed condemnation on the attack of CGI become all the more powerful if it is read also criticism of this growing intolerance. Okay, so this is the main thing. So this is about the assault and what type of assault is faced by the CGI. This is written here. Okay, so before going to the another, let's read this one. Okay, 2 years on a flicker. Peace that has eluded Gaza for 75 years can only come through accommodation, statesmanship by R. Swaminathan. So let's read what's written here. This is by R. Swaminathan. The number illustrate the extent of humanitarian catastrophe. Reportedly, over 67,000 Palestinians have been killed, about half of them women and children. Large part of Gaza have become uninhabitable. Roughly 60% of homes, along with most civilian sorry, infrastructure, including hospital and schools, have been destroyed or damaged. Almost all of Gaza's population, estimated at 2.3 million, have been displaced. 82% of Gaza reported to be within Israel's militarized zone, leaving 18% of the territory for 90% of the population to survive in. Wow, what's the thing that is written here? Did you ever read the data? This is the data that is given here. And this just shocked me. Any readers or any viewer can get shocked. How? How these all things are getting possible? This is one of the most critical thing, that two, just because of war between two countries, how a normal family, either it's a middle class, either it's a rich, how a normal people of that country, the citizen of that country, get too much effect through this war. If the war is between two countries, then there should have to be talk, they should have make some agreements, and with some agreements they have to be continue. Why killing each other? Thus, the war means this, that killing each other, destroying each other. It's not the meaning, but war means that. Not from today's era, from last time, from medieval period, or from Satyug. These type of things happen where war means killing. The synonyms of war is made by human is that killing. And look at the population. How much population is displaced means how much dead bodies were there. They should have to stop. They should have to talk with each other. These things are not clarifiable, not justifiable. They have to talk. The prime minister of both the countries need to be talk, because they both are safe. Who is God mixing? Who is got much more effect? The normal citizen. Then why they have to say this is the very critical or emotional news? Okay, so let's move on to the another. We are unable to do anything, just we are able to give comments or anything, or we are able to just read the headlines, whatever the author want to read, write here. Otherwise, we are unable to do anything. Animals, unlike us, in the gulf between humans and other species, wonder takes hold. This was Jane Goodall's gift to us when she taught us to see chimpanzee not only as creatures that echo our behavior, tools, users, mourners, affectionate, kin, but also as beings whose violence, entrenchment, and silence mark them as irreducibly others. She showed that similarity becomes the lens through which difference is magnified. So this is written here, and this is by Pooja Pillai. So this is the idea page. Okay. London, Delhi, Mumbai. Keir Starmer visit mark an uptick in India UK cooperation. And he visit for 2 days. We already read, and the purpose for free trade agreement and for the much more for creating jobs or giving much more employment in India. So this is the main motive. Chief Minister CM Devendra Fadnavis with Deputy CM Eknath Sinde Ajit Pawar in Mumbai Tuesday. Tell me the name of the CM that is written here and the state, okay, in comment section, which state he belongs to. Fadnavis announces 31.628 crore flood package. Opposition called it mockery of farmers. Mangled remained of the bus Balughat area of Bilaspur in Himachal. Landslide buries bus in Himachal, 15 killed, several feared trapped. No manipulation or dirty business in AI 171 crash probe, Aviation Minister. Civil Aviation Minister R. Ram Mohan Naidu. Supreme Court notice on plea to remove Assam BJP post against Muslim on X. Early snow in Kashmir upper reaches bring cheers to tourists. Want to be there, Palestine envoy seeks financial aid for Gaza. So this is the explanation page. What parents should know when giving cough syrups to kids. So these are the instruction. After that incident, we already read on yesterday's newspaper. So these are the instruction that is given by the pharmaceuticals. So how they give syrups to the kids or anyone. So this is the thing written in. What is the right doses for children? First, parent must always consult pediatrician. The doctor of small baby is known as pediatrician. Means pedia means small child, small baby. Okay, for the special doses. These are the condition or instruction written here. India UK ties much to build on. PM Modi, Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal, with Keir Starmer and UK Treasury Secretary Jonathan Reynolds in July. So this is the sports news because today is no economy page there in this newspaper. So we are going to read the sports news. So here is the sports news: how a blade jumper in close to breaking able-bodied world record. So this is written here. This is about the world. Rio won Nobel for revealing quantum physics in action. Oh, there is economy page. I'm sorry. So it is the gold rate. I already talked about this because the rate is increasing day by day, and that's not a good sign for the economy. India must identify its market, be pragmatic in manufacturing semiconductor chips. World Bank lowers India's fiscal year 27 GDP forecast to 6.3%. Oh, this is the lower of GDP due to the tariff. I think the news already heard that the manufacturing of semiconductor chips in India, and this is announced by Ashwini Vaishnaw, the Information and Technology Minister. Then why it is written here that India must identify its market for semiconductor chip? I think it's for just for the competition between India and US. Tata Group leaders meet Home Minister Shah FM. We should refrain from weaponized tech. Finance Minister Airbus A320 oust Boeing 737 as most delivered jetliner in history. So I'm going to end the session. And if you genuinely like the session, then please like, share, and subscribe. I will upload the PDF, okay, in the description. Please download from there and read it in detail. Okay. Thank you for watching.